VAPEMIXR, VAPEMIXR, come gather round with VAPEMIXR.
Hi guys, and welcome back to the VAPEMIXR channel. I hope you're doing okay, because I'm doing okay too. And we are doing a teardown today, one I kind of hinted at on my Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, well, firstly, why not? And two, you've missed this. Okay, it's definitely this one, and it is red hot. So, yeah, something was hissing, and I couldn't tell what it was. At first, I thought it was the Hula device, and then I figured out it wasn't. It was actually the Tuesday device. Now, if you are on YouTube, I can't actually show anything yet. We are approaching the 18th of Jan, which is when the strike is lifted off my channel, and that is when I can show things. But if you want to see what I post on Instagram, no restrictions there. Just head over to Instagram, search for VAPEMIXR, and you can see the little adventure what I've been on today, trying to figure out which one was potentially going to blow up. Oh, I also got new tools. You know me by now, I like my new little tools. Look, I got little proddy, pokey, pointy things. So I'm figuring these might be very useful for trying to rip the guts out of vapes or trying to pry them open. So I'm excited to see how these come into play when we actually do this teardown today. Very interesting stuff. But if you are on YouTube, this is the point I need to leave you, and we'll come back to you shortly. Quite a bit of carnage. Yeah. There's a lot of exploded stuff here. Let's get the battery back in view as well. She's still covered in juice. So because I do suspect the battery has possibly been under a short circuit, I am going to go straight away and get this disposed of correctly, which I do know how to do. I'm not going to say it because if you do it wrong, you might possibly put yourself at risk, but I'll do it because I do know what I'm doing. Plus, I still maintain that I am an idiot, so there we go. Yeah, very interesting one. I'm pretty confident it was down to either the corruption or the corroding what's on this MOSFET, particularly this one leg, or the fact that these two were bridged by the leaking juice. You can actually see, now I'm looking a bit closer. Let me just get in here, right? If you will focus, please. Thank you. I'm just noticing, if you look around these two solder joints here, the motherboard is actually corroded as well. It's warped, it's rotted, it's corrupted, corroded, whatever the word is. Yeah, I can actually scrape off some of the green. I'm now thinking that was the problem. I think those two connections got bridged by the juice, and that's what caused the repeated fire. If I'm just thinking about it, is this relying on the safety mechanism that's built into the sensor? It's not got I'm not seeing any backup safety measure here. So I think it's relying purely on the one that's built into the sensor, because there is nothing here. Bit of a poor design. If you're going to have a safety feature, have a backup to that safety feature. Simple enough to say. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it, guys. So thank you so much for watching today. Don't forget, if you're not following me on Instagram, go and follow me on Instagram, because I post stuff on there as well and do reels and posts and little behind the scenes stuff, all on my Instagram. Then hit subscribe on this channel, hit follow if you're on Rumble, hit the like button on both and comment on both as well. Let me know what you think about this particular teardown and device, and it was kind of interesting. I enjoyed it. It was a fun one. But yeah. Okay, bye.